We've got a cold change on its way after a warm Wednesday. Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. The temperatures are about to drop. We've got a cold southerly arriving on Thursday, and then we've got some rain for the north and more subtropical winds. In fact, we could be looking at subtropical winds off and on for parts of the North Island for the rest of the month of June. It's not going to be non-stop, but the setups we've got are not as cold as you might expect. But we do have some cold weather on its way, and to show you how cold it is, I want to show you how warm it is first. So look at Wednesday. This is today's departure from normal around Canterbury. Over 8 degrees above average for this time of the year, and there'll be places into the low 20s across this afternoon in both islands. But compare Wednesday with Thursday and what a temperature drop we've got. Canterbury goes from being several degrees above normal to several degrees below normal. The areas you see in green, that isn't coloured, that's actually just the satellite imagery below. So if you see the green colouring, it's not on the scale, it means you've got normal temperatures. So cold or normal around most of the South Island, normal to above normal for most of the North Island as we go through Thursday. And this is how we look for Thursday. We've got this low pressure system, very weak one, 10-15 hectopascals. It's technically barely a low. It's forming in between a giant high out here, 1040, and another big high just to our east, which is about 1030 something. So squashed between the two, we've got this low. The southerly will be pretty strong through Cook Strait. It'll get up to gale force into the afternoon, and that colder air moves further and further into the North Island with a few isolated heavy falls. As we get into Friday, the low deepens a little further. It's not much though. It looks more impressive than it is because it's surrounded by this wall of high pressure, but the low is just helping to trigger a little bit of rain, but really it's the high out to the east. It's encouraging this subtropical nor'easter. This is not the first rain event we've had in recent weeks thanks to a big high. So more high pressure encouraging this moisture-rich nor'easter, and that will help lift up temperatures a little bit further, but we'll still be seeing a fair bit of snow falling around the Kaikoura ranges with that cold air mass still stuck down around the South Island. Into the weekend now, Saturday sees that low deepen a little further to the north, but that's as deep as it gets. And that's because it's surrounded by high pressure. So there's nothing to really feed it. It's just going to use its own energy up and fall apart. But you'll notice the rain clouds continue in that northeast line, going around this big blocking high out here to our east. So while it sits out there, the rain clouds will continue through eastern areas as we head through the weekend. And we get the same on Sunday, that low up here to the north, encouraging still a bit of a wet nor'easter into the North Island, and certainly keeping temperatures above normal overnight. Further to the south though, high pressure rolling through, there might be a frost around. There's a bit of a breeze as well, so it's sort of one step forward, one step back, but inland areas have got a chance of a frost. And when we get into the start of next week, Monday, look how big this high is, and it's a really unusual shape. It goes from the Auckland Islands south of New Zealand, out over the Chathams, and all the way up to about Rarotonga. And that's encouraging that airflow from around the Cook Islands to come down and in towards the North Island, and with it the nor'easter. So we've got more subtropical weather on the way, potentially more frost though with the high pressure system over the South Island. And as we head through into later parts of June, more lows, more nor'easters. That's the forecast through until Monday. We will see you again tomorrow with the very latest.